distance, I need to hear you make some noise. Yes. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Nella Mupir, and it is an honor to stand before you to celebrate what is truly a historic moment. The first time in almost 2 years, GirlBeHeard has been gathered physically as a community in one space to celebrate the voices of young people. Can we give a round of applause for that? Welcome to Staging the Revolution, which is the culminating show for our after-school partnerships and our community partnerships. We have schools gathered from Bronx to Brooklyn to Queens to Manhattan, all here today wanting to make sure that we hear what they have to say about the issues that are important to them. I am wanting to stand here on behalf of all of GirlBeHeard, staff, teaching artists, participants, GirlBeHeard community, just to celebrate this day and to welcome you all. So thank you for being here. This show is going to feature a lot of different multidisciplinary art forms. We are so excited to celebrate each and every one of the contributions that the sites are making today. We also want to celebrate those sites that are not represented and recognize their journey. Some of them are here and not here for various reasons. Irrespective of where they find themselves today, we want to make sure that we honor all of it, okay? All right, so I have the easy job tonight. I get to welcome you and thank you and celebrate with you all and just kind of walk you through a couple things that are going to be happening this evening. The first thing that I want to do before we continue, though, is take a brief moment to do a land acknowledgement. So we do land acknowledgements in recognition of the indigenous peoples who were all here before we were. And I want to acknowledge that the land that we are seated on right now is in recognition of the Munsee Lenape tribe, and is also that of where GirlBeHeard central offices are located as well. So just take a moment of silence and give it up for that. Without further ado, I want to welcome to the stage two dynamic, I don't even know if I have a word powerful enough to describe these young women coming to the stage right now, but they are two women that I am very fortunate to call colleagues, each respectively overseeing community partnerships and school partnerships, leading a tremendous team of TAs who go into our schools and communities to do what GirlBeHeard does. They're here today to serve as your MCs, the hostesses with the mostesses, Amalia Olivaronas and Marissa Ontivero.
The dynamic team that is Marissa and Amalia. Also known as the Dream Team, also known as your MCs tonight. Hey. I knew the ancestors were aligned when two Latinas with family from Mexico were put in charge of community and school partnerships in the middle of this global pandemic with the economic turmoil and what feels like a post-Roe. Not for that. A Roe handmaid-esque America going on right now. I want to have a little bit of gratitude for even making it to the stage tonight with all the challenges of this programmatic year. This is GirlBeHeard's first in-person performance in 2.5 years, so let's give it up! You're going to see young people raise their voice on issues such as colorism, bodily autonomy, intergenerational trauma, gun violence, racial justice, sexual harassment, and much, much more.
You're in for a show, y'all. So I'm going to explain something to you. The first half of the show is our after-school program. We're dealing with middle school students, high school students. Our second half of the show is our community-based program, students within the ages of 16 to 21. Now, I gotta tell you something. For almost all of our participants, tonight is their first time on a stage. Now, I also got to tell you another thing. Today was the first time we rehearsed on this stage. It's not over yet. So you might see some less than polished, material. You might see some scripts on our hands. You might see some TAs jumping in to do some things. But you know what? You're here for a good time, not a long time. So we're going to embrace it. Yes? We want to celebrate that process and honor where each of these groups are, including some of the groups joining us with pre-recorded videos. It's COVID, y'all. And a shout out to Urban Assembly and Girls Prep cohorts who couldn't be there with us tonight. Hey, and in just a few minutes, we're going to hear from our after-school cohort coming from Flatbush, Brooklyn, 381. Is this the same cohort that brought us the Voguettes, the Vogue Revolution? The Vogue Revolution? Yes, it is. And I have been blown away by this cohort's journey into playwriting. And I think it's dealing with something that many of us in this room might resonate with, navigating the inequity that exists within our education systems, which has only widened in this pandemic. This is a great moment, y'all. This is not just a show. This is a game show also. Ooh! I'm going to introduce you to a segment called Check Yo Facts. Where I will be bringing you facts, figures, real-world statistics about the themes coming up in these young people's activist, multidisciplinary art performances tonight. And we ask that you make some noise, not just now, throughout the show. That means claps, hollers, cheers. Let's try it. So listen, I need y'all to keep that energy going. Do you know what I'm saying? You see someone clap, you clap too. You see someone go, woo! You? So throughout the night, there's going to be a lot of opportunities to win prizes. So please bring the energy. Okay, this question though, I'm going to start off easy. I'm going to give this one to Amalia so you can see how it goes, okay? So I'm going to read this question. I might get some nice narrators later. But 35% of parents reported being extremely concerned about their child's mental health. Roughly what percentage of some level of concern about their child's mental health since the pandemic began? And y'all, you gotta help Amalia out. Yes.
If you think it's 45%, you can show me one finger. If you think 57% are concerned about mental health, if you think it's 80%, put up 3 fingers. If you think it's 99%, because I mean capitalism, you show. So let's get a silent, let's see, what do we see? I see some cheers.
I have my glasses on. Y'all, oh, this is really
Amalia,
hard.
take your ass. What you doing? All right, I am gonna go. Final answer, Amalia.
Don't let me down, y'all.
With number 3. Okay, let's see. And the answer is 80% of parents are worried about our child's mental health. So let that sink in as this next group performs. Let's give it up for our very first after-school performance of the night. MS 381 with The Weight We Carry, Part 1 and Part 2.
Oh my god, did you hear about ASAP and Rihanna?
Hey Rosa, I know I actually did. What happened?
Yo, you didn't hear? ASAP actually cheated on Rihanna.
Oh my god, why would he do that? He's even having a kid with her. That's kind of disgusting.
I know. Anyways, how are you feeling about this test?
Yeah, I don't feel very prepared for it, honestly. I wish he gave us more of a heads up. My textbook is literally falling apart.
Miss Jones is so annoying and she's super mean. I've asked her for help and she doesn't even care.
I know, I just feel so behind. I'm not learning anything. Oh my god, was that the second bell?
Oh my god, Miss Jones is gonna be so mad.
We better run.
Ladies, there's no reason for you to be late to my class right now, especially since you both are failing my class. Have a seat.
We're so sorry. We got this.
I honestly hate this song. What did you say? I think the whole class would like to hear it.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but I don't feel supported as a student. I need more help, but I never get it. I feel so unprepared for this test, and I feel like you don't really try to understand us.
I agree too. Sorry to interrupt, but I feel like you should be more patient and understanding with us instead of blowing up and getting mad at us.
Well, I'm sorry. I have no resources, and I'm exhausted. I can only do so much to help. Let's just start the test. That isn't a reason to take your anger out on us. We're simply trying to learn, and you're over here being mad at us for no reason. You know what? I don't care. Just go.
Greater investments in the education system must be made. Students often fall behind in their classes and never recover. Teachers and students feel misunderstood by each other, and this impacts the quality of education. According to the National Association of Elementary School Principals, nearly 70% of school principals who participated in a survey conducted early in 2021 said they could not meet their students' mental health needs with the staff they had. The system is broken. We demand better. We want better academic and emotional support now.
So how was your day at school today? Mine really sucked. What do you want? I said, so how was your day at school today? Mine really sucked. Why do you even care? Also, that's too bad that your day sucked. Okay.
Hi girls, how's your day at school?
Hey Mom, mine was alright, but it sucked.
Kennedy, is that your report card?
Yeah, why?
Well, let's take a look. I'm seeing a lot of D's on here, and this is absolutely unacceptable.
Yeah. Okay, and?
Fix your tone. I am not one of your little friends. I really can't.
But you didn't buy them. I bought them with my own money.
Oh.
Okay, Kennedy, just stop. Why don't you tell Mom what's going on in school? I've heard rumors. Shut up. What are you even talking about? I'm not sure, but I've heard that you have a bad reputation with teachers. If you need help, why don't you just give it to you?
I'm sure that's not true. Miss Jones would have reached out to me if you were struggling, Kennedy.
Mom, Miss Jones doesn't care about my friends. Why don't you care about me? Can you guys just stop? I don't want to talk about this anymore. No, Mom, she's right. Miss Jones, I hate our teachers too.
I don't believe either of you. You're making excuses to help your sister.
You're only concerned about my grades and never me. You never offered to help me even when I used to ask. You tell me I should ask my teachers for help. I don't have anyone to rely on, and that's why I don't care anymore. You have me, you just don't choose to rely on me. Look, Kennedy is clearly struggling, and she needs a lot of support, but has no one. There is a bigger issue, bigger than us.
Often there is a disconnect between a child and their parents or guardians.
Our generation finds connections with others through social media, which is why we use it so often. Nearly all students have experienced some changes in their mental health and well-being during this pandemic. Many have lost access to school-based services and support, with early research showing disparities based on race, ethnicities, LGBTQ identities, and other factors. These issues in the education system also put a strain on our family relationships, as we just saw in this play.
Better education means better relationships between kids and their parents.
Leah and Principal Agard for their continuous support. Yeah.
Next up, we have MS 88. This MS 88 has been working with TA Lisi for several years, even throughout COVID and on Zoom. And they actually created a beautiful mural, and the mural can be found outside. If you haven't had a chance, go look at it. Go create a poster, take a picture with it, tag us on Instagram at GirlBeHeard, and make sure you stick around because post-reception, we got some treats.
And I would be remiss to step up on the stage and not acknowledge that reproductive rights are under attack in America right now. These events have made conversations about abortion, bodily autonomy, and reproductive justice more important now than ever. So, check your facts again. And this time, we are going to take a brave audience volunteer. And if you find me after the show, I have a $25 Visa gift card. So we're going to take my array. I'm just going to go for who I see. If you want to volunteer to come up and you are not in the show. I know. Who thinks they can answer? The audience will help you out. Ooh, I know. Are you a team? Oh.
We could be a team. What do you think?
Well, there's a stage. There's a stage.
And this one might be this one is a question I would say we might need a grown-up to help answer, because there are some kind of tricky words in here. There's something I want to explain too, what a trigger law is. So maybe you in the white can be our answer, and maybe you can share a treat with our young audience member here. Okay, so we have how many states have pre-Roe abortion bans still on the books or have passed trigger laws that would sharply limit to access the procedure if Roe were overturned this June? Raise your hand if you know what a trigger law is. Oh, we're having a learning moment. A trigger law means that there is currently a law that is not active. It means it can't work right now because of the laws we have on the books. But if Roe were to be overturned, it would automatically be an active law. And so it's kind of like a trigger. One thing happens and the next will. So it's really important and some things that folks might not know.
The more you know.
Is it 3 states, 8 states, 17 states, or 23 out of 50 states that have these laws on the books? Look around over here, my friend wearing the right shirt. What number do you think is correct? 1s, 4s, 3. I'm gonna give you a 5, 4, 3, 2. What do you think it is? I think it's 3. Taking consensus? You think it's 3? 3. Okay. Let's see what it is. My young friends, find me after the show. I will still give you a prize.
Don't worry, friend. Can we give them a round of applause?
Keep this in your mind as you're about to see our next group. I'm going to leave it at that. I'd like to introduce MS88 with their piece aptly named The Audacity.
Overturning Roe versus Wade, the landmark decision that established the constitutional right to abortions in this country.
The way that this is written, it undoes a woman's right to decide whether or not she's going to carry a pregnancy to term. But this also absolutely creates the circumstance in which it is possible for them to overturn a ruling called baseball.
Of
which is
Supreme
about
Court
the
draft
right of people to have access to contraception.
Dr. Michelle Walensky is saying she believes that women may die if they're denied access to abortion services, especially women who do not have the resources to cross state lines if abortion is outlawed.
The audacity of people.
People who have no qualifications to tell me what to do with my body. Bodies that are neither yours or yours. Not your lawmaker, your president, not your parents.
The audacity of people.
People think that because a person has a baby that everything will go smoothly, when in fact the United States has the highest maternal mortality rate of any developed country. Taking abortions away would just make this rate go higher. But it doesn't start with abortion. It starts with governing what we wear, how we express ourselves.
Questioning our own body autonomy, when the autonomy of the perpetrator is totally unquestioned. The audacity of people to assume they have more rights to my body than I do. Do you really know more about my body than I do? Do you see the irony that you will choose what happens to me and never be affected by it?
Why are you spending so much time controlling me? Why do you care so much? Do you want to choose what I wear to my 8th grade graduation too? Don't you have better things to do? Bigger global problems to solve?
Two stories can exist at the same time. It's like two heartbeats. I have a heartbeat, you have a heartbeat. Is yours more important than mine? Is mine more important than anyone's?
But it doesn't start with what you tell me to do. It starts with how you talk to me. When you patronize me, when you tell me to be careful, or even when you're just telling me to be heard. Your intention may be different, but your execution isn't.
But what am I being careful of? Why do I need permission to be heard?
Hear me now. Hear the frustration and pain of wasting my young life convincing me that I should have rights to my own body. Body autonomy is important. It is a human right. Body autonomy starts with me setting my own boundaries to keep myself safe, to celebrate myself and my body and everything I can do. It starts with me.
Overturning Roe versus Wade.
Okay, so we heard we might not be able to hear us in the back, so we're getting a little bit louder. We hope this helps. We gonna get loud. Yes, that is what I needed. I needed that taking back our power. I needed that power from MS-88 over there.
You needed that movement?
Yes!
Me too, I felt it. I felt it.
See, you are really embodying this year's theme, radical joy for me.
Which me?
Yeah. You, look at her tutu. Look at her.
What can I say? I need your hype though. I need your hype.
You know, the act of resistance through freedom of expression, which promotes unity, resilience, justice, and hope.
This cohort that's about to go is really going to introduce radical joy. Please uplift their message by echoing them and helping us create a community rhythm. Special shout out to Shoshaha, who isn't here but who has been with us all semester. Give it up for Susan McKinney's, Shania and Zariah with the next two performances. Woo!
Jay Uprising. Jay is at a party enjoying themselves. They meet a girl named Sam and starts talking to her. The two start flirting when the man spots Jay. The man approaches Jay.
Hey girl, I went to get a snack when you weren't there. I was already flirting with someone.
That is with this guy. Jay catches what the man says and responds with,
Also, I'm not a girl.
exactly, they're non-binary. The man refuses to believe Jay and Sam.
Ma'am, I was just trying to talk for a bit. Sir, once again, I'm not a girl, I'm non-binary.
About 1.19% of people are non-binary, sir. Please leave. The man starts laughing at Jay. He thought Jay was joking.
Ha 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 ha. You're a funny girl, Jay. You're like a comedian.
Are you little?
You wouldn't like it if I called you a girl, would you? What the heck? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ishmael. I don't care who you are, hotshot. I'm just trying to talk to a girl, and she keeps talking about this binary crap. All she doing is denying that she's a girl.
The crowd is silent. The The only thing escaping from their faces are looks of disgust and resentment. Jay goes silent. Rage awakens. Jay finally reacts.
Do you know how many people a day I have to tell them about fighting? Do you even understand how I feel right now? It's been nothing but insults on top of insults on top of insults. Whatever you think you're doing is only adding on to that. Everyone hating me because I don't want to conform with a specific gender. Everyone resenting me because I don't want to be a boy or a girl, and I'm sick of it.
As soon as Jay finishes, the crowd erupts into a cacophony of cheers and applause. Cass thinks and thinks about it. He has no intention of going back. Jay stays at the party, but their mood is a little on the negative side. Luckily, Sam stayed to cheer them up. The end!
When I see the world, I see it as a good world with no violence or police brutality. But when I see the world, I see violence and police brutality. So many Black adults and kids are gone. The streets painted red. When I dream of the world, I see peace and harmony. But when I see the world, I see injustice and disaster. The streets painted red. 17,000 deaths caused by police. The streets painted red. Black deaths are uncredited by police is 55.5%. The streets painted red. Say his name. Tamar Rice. And a 12-year-old boy whose life was cut short by police brutality. Say her name. Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
A 26-year-old who died by police brutality. Say her name, his name. Jordan Edward.
Jordan Edward.
An unarmed 15-year-old boy who left so soon. Say her name. India Carter. A 26-year-old who was killed by a SWAT officer. She had a 4-month-old. Say his name. Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon Martin.
He was a 17-year-old boy who just left the store for getting Skittles in Arizona. Say her name. Ma'Khia Bryant.
Ma'Khia Bryant.
She was a 16-year-old girl who was defending herself and falling victim to police brutality. Everybody's marching the streets saying, say their name, say their name. But it's like the police is not listening. So we can make the police listen by everyone saying, say their name.
Say their name.
Black boys and girls is not in this bad world no more. labels. Radical joy. Radical joy. Radical joy. About happiness, resisting labels. Radical joy. Radical joy. Radical joy. Strong openness, resisting prejudice. Radical joy. Radical joy. Radical joy. Strong openness, resisting prejudice.
Hey.
Wow, give it up for Susan McKinney again! One powerful performance. Yo, shout out, you got the New Yorker out of me. Shout out to Megan and TA Megan and TA Bree for the wonderful work they've done with this cohort, as well as shout out to AP Edwards for their continuous support at the school site. So we saw our participants make a radical joy cheer. And now we're going to do another audience engagement activity where we are going to split into two groups. Can I have like an imaginary line? Right here is the middle of our audience. So if you are on this side, you're going to be one team. And if you are on the other side, you're going to be another team, okay? Oh, all the way over here. Ooh, I see a volunteer for something. But we are going to do a quick cheer off. So Amalia is going to take side B. I'm going to take side A. And we're going to see, as a community, we can come up with a radical joy cheer to inspire our participants tonight. We're going to have like 1 minute on the clock, and then we're going to come together and try it out, okay? All right. Sounds good? All right. Okay. Over here, we got a cheer. Who has a cheer, a chant, anything we can say to inspire our participants tonight? Spell the word? Ooh, what is that? Radical. Right, so like a cheerleader style? Like give me an R? Who's on? You're my team. You're my teammates. Give me an R. R. Give me an A. A. Give me a D. D. We're practicing. Oh, she's going hard now. Give me an R. Give me a C. C. Give me an A. A. Give me an L. L. Give me a space. Give me an Amalia, I gotta say, I wonder if over here, which I don't know if is my side, I wonder if that can be our judges over there. If you are up high. Do you want to be our judges? Do you think that you could be impartial for us? Because we got two sides. I don't know, but we're gonna decide a winner. Okay? All right. Okay, we're coming to our cast of judges. Group A, I would love to see the four of you. Oh, us. Yes. Okay, y'all ready? Yeah. Alyssa, take us home. Give me an R! so you'll have another time to redeem yourselves other side. I'm just kidding. I want to take this moment to acknowledge our amazing board members who, without their tremendous support, our programming wouldn't be possible, as well as our funders equally. Thank you so much if you're in the house for supporting our work and for supporting our mission of brotherhood.
And a special note of acknowledgement for our on-school staff at these sites who connect us to these young folks, and the city council members who are tireless advocates for the arts, of the programming of New York City and the work that we do, so give it up! Next up, we have our only virtual cohort this year, joining us by pre-recorded video, together by TA Marsha and Lacey. The pandemic has only limited arts access to folks with disabilities, and I'm reminded of something that Marsha told me when she was visiting Miss Valentina Haran, and said, "We've been in COVID, Marsha. Priorities. We manage by taking it day by day." I know that's something that I'm doing as well, but the work of this cohort speaks for itself. It is a great pleasure to welcome to the stage Haran with the Star Blazers present Joy Amongst the Stars.
Woo! Put it up, Haran!
Any meteor showers, just let us know. Meteor showers. And let us know when we want to have to land, Captain. Guys! We're here. Take those seatbelts off.
Welcome everyone to Planet
GirlBeHeard.
Friendship. S. Friendly, feelings, fun.
R. Label respect.
I. Important.
Enjoyment, excitement.
N. Nice, neat.
D. Dependable, delightful.
S. Sweet, stupendous, splendid.
H. Happy, hip, helpful, cause.
I. Interesting, I love you.
P. Positive, perfect, pleasant, pretty.
I'm grateful for friendship. I feel happy when I see my friends.
Friendship is friendly if I could talk to in the lunchroom. Be nice to each other.
Friendship is like a label, and I have label inside of me too.
Third
Are friends too.
I want my friend to know that you encourage them. And I will be there for my friend. a nice friend, and I am about to leave this school where I have made many friends.
And Emily knows that friendship is important. She gives friendship, everyone, a thumbs up.
Friendship is magic. You'll always be with your friends.
What does being part of GirlBeHeard mean to you?
Lisi, menina, I think it makes me part of myself. I have to express myself.
That's a question.
I love myself. I love Jessica.
Emily, funny.
I like to be in this room to see all my friends. I'm gonna miss all of y'all because I'm gonna graduate this year.
To meet your friends and meet Miss Moshe for the first time.
And having a friend. I feel happy to have to come. It feels like good to be with those guys.
Shout out and so many thanks to Ms. Valentine and Ms. Curlew. And also, on behalf of GBH, we want to congratulate all the graduates. If you are graduating from middle school, high school, college, stand up right now.
Congrats, graduates! Next up, we have a group close to my heart that brings me a sense of radical joy in the community with the care they've created with this ensemble. From the first time stepping at recruitment with J.P. King for some pizza, to Unplugged celebrating with Sundays at our midpoint celebration at Unplugged, this group continues to spark joy.
So this group is about to touch on some really important topics, but they can also be triggering. So please be mindful of strong language and talk about abuse. And this is a kind reminder, if you need to step out and take care of yourself in the lobby, please do so.
Thank you for that reminder, Amalia. And while I am still thinking about the fact that 8 state legislators have introduced bills to suspend providers' rights to waive parental involvement in teens seeking prenatal treatment and counseling. Let's think about that. Let's see what teams Jamie and Carrie have in store for us with a 4-part performance coming up. Without further ado, we bring you Brooklyn Prep. Oh, wait, no.
No.
Is there a giveaway?
Yes, there is a giveaway. We're going to give away a DBH shirt and a tote bag. Ow. And so I need to pick someone to answer the next question.
Who is not in the show?
My friend here. My friend. All right, my friend, do you want to read the question for us?
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Saturday. 90% of LGBT students hear anti-LGBT comments in school. On average, how many times will an LGBT high school hear an anti-LGBT slur on a given day?
What do you think?
Or 55 times popular.
Go! Give him your
I said 4.
Alright, my friend's final answer is 4. And it looks like everyone's on the same page. Marissa, what is the answer? Let's see. Don't worry, friend, you're still a winner. If you are one of our friends that has participated and has been awarded a gift card or a tote bag, please come to us at the end of the show. We got you. Don't worry. It's not like me saying it. We got you. Just come to us after the show.
And now we got Brooklyn Prep coming up to the stage. Give them a warm
Hey, how old are you? As if my age is supposed to matter to an unrelated grown man. Hey, how old are you? Old enough to know not to be much attention to the land has made her effort in happy just 50 years. Don't anger a man who obviously was stronger than you. God, you're practically asking for it. You got any social? You got a boyfriend? Yes, let's keep walking. I was just asking questions. No touching. Because if you're not touching me, then you need to stand up for us. It's not harassment if you feel guilty. And it's certainly not harassment if you like that for sure. It's like you're asking for it. Why are you surprised? What a guy knowing you? Hey, how old are you? You look so much older than your age. A body being mature doesn't make me over the age. Hey, how old are you? I am a child and my age doesn't concern you.
Somehow this strange word comes back to me.
Invisible, non-existent, forgotten, black, abandoned, embarrassment, eyesore, sinful, disgusting, useless,
And neglected. Somehow this strange word comes back to me over and over, as if it's a curse God has bestowed upon me. Neglected, where I'm left to struggle in a cave full of wolves. Neglected, left to shelter and fend, defender of the season.
neglected,
The child who begs to be forgiven by the ones, who begs to be remembered by who begs to be forgiven by the ones, who begs to be remembered and promised a neverland of love from all. Love, another strange word to say. Love, 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 love. And love, as if it never existed, as if this word love was never given to the poor. It's never given to the poor. Never given to the poor. The ones who've asked never received. And this question repeats in my head over and over, hoping this ongoing cycle will stop. Hoping those disgusting smiles that they show me will fall, break, crack, disintegrate. I want to see the real smile. The smile that pulls me to dismay. The one that makes the heart slip away. The one that brought me here. I want their fake hate to show that their misleading grin, the grin that they keep on display, to deceive, to trick, to lie, to capture the gullible, to hold them close until they're no longer needed, to hold them near as a shield, a plastic guardian, a plastic guardian, to protect them, to hide them from the ones who want the truth. A blanket covers our eyes, a shade, a one-way mirror, to blind us, to keep our eyes from traveling too far. It's a trap. Don't you see it? Can't you hear them? The children that cry, the mothers that beg, the brothers and sisters that no longer speak. Once again, the word of the day, the word that's been circling around like a record player. It continues and never stops. Neglected. Neglected. These children, men and women, know that word too well. A fellow norm in their little worlds. Something that's been normalized in their normalized in their little worlds. Neglected.
Picture perfect grades. Perfect life. But I'm far from perfect. No one knows the real me. No one sees that I'm yearning for help. Picture perfect. Now I'm here taking this picture perfect family photo. 3, 2, 1, smile, they say. You see, that's how they always start. With a countdown. 3. 40. You pretend you're okay. 2. You try to get help, but not really. 1. You realize you need help, but you just keep falling down. And then flash. There goes that picture perfect family and that picture perfect photo. But it's really not. Everyone only sees what you want them to see. They don't see the imperfections. They don't see the insecurities. That's why they don't try to help. And don't get me wrong, it's not like they're doing it on purpose, but it feels that way. And then, whoosh, I'm falling down the rabbit hole, and I turn into this Mad Hatter. And that's when I push everyone away. Some realize I need help, but others don't. And that's when I get angry, trap myself in a bubble, and push everyone away. And now we're back in this picture perfect life that you never really have, but everyone thinks you'll have.
Now, you're thinking, what's wrong with her? Why does she feel misunderstood and judged? How did she get to this place? Well, this is a story all about how my life got flipped up and turned upside down, and this ain't no Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Do you know how hard it is to be a teen raised by a single mom? You never really knew your father, kind of happy with how your life turned out. Well, that's my life. You gotta never follow your parents' mistakes, the one you don't want to break, but still break. You're naive. You get into the wrong things. You think they're in love, but they're not. And now you're here, pregnant in high school. And now you're a single mom. Everyone stares at you and judges you. But you smile and hide pain. Mothers tell their daughters to stay away from you. People call you too fast. And say, she's a bad influence. But they never say that to the father. Does it take 2 to tango? 2 to make the baby? So why is it that I have to judge? You think about how you will provide for your child even though you're still a child. You get told, oh, you can have an abortion, but you shouldn't keep your own child. How is that fair? You feel misunderstood and judged. Think about how your life is going to change. How you provide for your child and go to college. Your life won't be yours. You can only think about only yourself. And you have to provide for someone else. You have to raise that child, and if you don't, you'll be judged. But it doesn't matter what you do. You will always be misunderstood and judged, even if you take care of the child, because it's your fault. And now we're back in this never-ending circle. You start to blame yourself. You blame others, but the truth is, it's everyone, yet no one's fault. You have to be strong and not care about what others' opinions are. And one day, you won't feel misunderstood and judged.
Woo! Give it up! I do not have words to describe what a privilege it is to be on stage with these young artists, activists, bringing you these deep thoughts, feelings about the world tonight. And I'm about to be joined by writers, activists, and wonderful humans led by T.A. Tay Bass. I remember getting hired as a teaching artist at GirlBeHeard, which feels like not too long ago. and reading our curriculum and having a really strong emotional reaction to it, because I wish as an after-school person, when I was that age, I had a space to go like GirlBeHeard, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to do this work with youth today.
And Marissa, can I just say, we're so lucky to have you at GBH. Let's give it up for our last after-school performance of the night, Humanities Prep with Dear Little Me and Ode to Healing.
Dear little me, where should I begin?
There's so much to work through.
And that's a part of the journey.
Is it though?
Isn't it? Shouldn't we all?
Find that one moment?
Or many moments. One by one? Shouldn't we thank ourselves for carrying us to this point?
Shouldn't we daydream about what could have been?
Shouldn't we remember our mistakes and heal? So, dear little me, we both know we did stupid stuff that whole school year, but finding ourselves takes a big toll on you.
Nobody talks about that.
A lot happened for us that year. We got our first girlfriend. We talked to Mom about our sexuality and gender. It was the first time for a lot of things. We were excited, but we let the excitement get the best of us. Dear little me, there's nothing wrong with you. You shouldn't have to run and shout, "Please," in order to feel normal for rejecting a boy. Dear little me,
I still vividly remember the girl we kissed at church. We didn't know what we were doing.
It just felt so right to do so.
Every Sunday, the two of us would play and run around the church. She always dressed nicely in the bright-colored puffy dresses, the ones you despise to wear but somehow always fantasized about wearing. You wore baggy t-shirts and baggy shorts. You weren't aware and you didn't care about sexuality or gender roles. Whether or not you were a boy or girl, what you felt for her was real.
Dear little me, we suffered a lot of consequences from our actions, which made us feel like we didn't belong. We always felt like we were the problem. What's wrong with you? You would ask yourself, staring at the reflection in the mirror. There's nothing wrong.
We're just playing. She wanted to play prince and princess. She had a pink dress on, so she was clearly the princess, and I was the prince. But you still asked,
who's the prince and who's the princess?
We played other community dances. The details are fuzzy, but I thought there were any serious rules because the end goal was to kiss
the princess.
And hide. I went out like that, playing and kissing and playing and kissing.
We're older now, better able to understand what we were going through. It might surprise you to know that everything that people told us about ourselves is wrong. Always remember that you understand yourself more than anyone else. Know that things get better.
Even after that one Sunday, your princess never showed up.
I know it hurt.
You eventually stopped looking for her. And no, not a single day passes where you don't think about that girl. What she could be doing and if she thinks about us too.
Dear little me, you're still so young and have lots to learn about yourself. Don't hide your identity behind excuses just to make other people comfortable. You're not insecure. You are not too young. You can love. There's no right person, there wasn't ever, and there doesn't have to be. Dear little me, the journey is far from over. We're still trying to find ourselves. There's still so much to find.
We're still working through some trauma, and maybe we always will be.
But that doesn't make us any less deserving of love.
Doesn't make us any less deserving of love.
Give it up for Humanities Prep! Wow. Wow. Are y'all having fun? Wow. Okay. So that concludes. Give it up for Humanities Prep. That finishes up our after-school portion, but we are going to head to weekend workshop. Ooh, yes! And I want to give a little bit of a reminder that this set of participants range is a little bit older than the first half of our participants, and they have had the opportunity to dig a little deeper in our curriculum with more of a raw approach. So please note strong language that will be used, as this is a trigger warning, including a discussion for abuse. Yes, but before we go on to our first piece, I just wanted to remind our friends, for those who don't know, weekend workshops are our community-based programming. We are so lucky to offer our programming across the 4 boroughs of the Bronx, Manhattan, Uptown, Brooklyn, and Queens. So here's the thing, New Yorkers, we take pride in our borough. So when I say each borough, you need to come for it, right? So we can workshop convenes, young artists, activists, we call them artivists, on a weekly basis at one of our community partner sites to work on their leadership, artistic, on their activist skills. We are so, so lucky to be part of these communities, me, myself, GBH, and my wonderful ATA. So I really, really think you're going to love what we have coming for you. So with that being said, where is Manhattan? Our first cohort, I just lost myself. Our first cohort is Manhattan, coming in strong, and they're coming in with their piece, Dear Parents. Put your hands together for Manhattan.
Get a little closer together. Get a little closer together.
Boom, snap, tap, boom, snap, tap, snap, boom, snap, tap, boom, snap, boom, snap, tap, boom, snap, tap, snap, boom, snap, tap, boom, snap. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Shh.
You don't have to be like me. You don't have to like me. I am myself and I always will be myself. Even if you hurt me, I am strong. I am proud. I am mother. And kids hear everything.
Talk to me.
No.
Why? What happened? What did they do to
Oh,
you?
don't act surprised. You already know. You left anyways.
I had to save myself.
From who? From me?
From them, from the pain, from the tears.
I know the feeling, but who will save me?
Let me. I'm here now. Let me save you.
I used to look up to you like a superhero, and now I see the villains took your powers too. Do you even love me?
Of course I do. Why else do you think I'm here with you? Just because I left doesn't mean I gave up on you. I love you more than myself. Do you love me? Well, do you?
I don't know how to love. And it's not that no one ever taught me how to love, it's just I can't do it. I can't look at another person and say, I love you and mean it. I can't pull something out of nothing. I can't because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I know how it feels to be loved, but I never felt how it was to love someone else. And I guess that's my problem. I guess that's why my relationships never work out. I guess that's why almost every boy I've ever been with only looks at me like an object. I guess that's why I'm never able to sleep at night. Because maybe I did feel love. Maybe I saw blue skies. Maybe I didn't realize until it wasn't there anymore. But I pretend. I pretend boys' words are the opposite of what they mean. Their uglies turn to pretties. I pretend your words don't hurt me. I pretend they don't sting like oil that pops me from platanos frying. I pretend I am the opposite of you. I pretend say I love you before I go to bed because I do care about you, but you always say it first. I pretend, I pretend, I pretend. Actually, now that I think of it, there's someone I wasn't pretending for. Someone who hurt you, but you've forgiven. Someone who sheltered me from the truth. I loved my grandfather, and I mean that. I loved his smile, how his mustache would hang over the top of his lip, and coffee dripped down to his shirt, his tapping on the steering wheel anytime the Beatles played. He would pick me up on weekends and drive for what felt like days, but it was only minutes, those minutes filled with brightness and giggles, and stories I could only partly understand. He would sneak me so much candy that they would fall out my pockets and onto the sidewalk as I ran to tell you the adventure I just had. The list goes on. I hope he can forgive me for not calling. Hope I known sooner. Hope the hug from him was real as he told me the news and I felt his presence.
Knowing that he didn't miss my birthday on purpose, knowing that he was just at his lowest and needed support, the truth he tried hiding me from was revealed and uncovered like the birthday cake me and him never got to share. Your lies sparked candles and I blew all 13 of them out until it was dark. My birthday wishes were prayers, but they were heard too late. But when he was gone, I don't think I ever loved again. I think after April 9th of 2020, I think that was the last time I looked at someone like they were my world. I lost the key to the family I once knew. I let my love die with him, and I never looked back to find the shovel. And I guess that's why I seek male validation. Because I never really had a father figure except for him. So I get attached easily because I'm looking for that one person to disentone my heart from its grave. So dear Mom, when you read this, I don't want you to be upset. I want you to hear me so I can stop pretending. Because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right?
I would be so proud, so envious, engulfed in jealousy. But I am who I am now because I was you, sweetie. I think to the days when I was 8, the days of my first bike riding lessons, going to the beach and fully grown into my adult teeth. But those memories fade to black, dust on a shelf, an impenetrable memory, and I don't hold the access key. I'm blank, but the emotions can never be set free. I am angry. I was angry. When won't I be angry? I was hurt, broken, brittle and fragile. My skin burned on a touch, and I screamed when my head was on the water. But today I am still broken. I am still traumatized, haunted, but I am alive. I lay awake thinking about tomorrow, my hope for the future, the one I decided so easily to take, the one I begged God to take so I didn't have to commit the biggest sin. But that was all left in yesterday. I wish I could hug you, cradle you in my arms, tell you I love you, and help you heal. Remember the assault you experienced, the one I know is there, but buried somewhere. So my anger, my pain, it all comes from you. The traumatized kid, so fucked up, so broken, so unloved and used. So to the untouchable memory, the unknown assault, abuse, pain, the shame, the fuck yous I wasn't allowed to say, all makes me feel like someone's taken something from me. For what? To gain what? Power? Strength? Over a damn 8-year-old? Okay. She would definitely look up to me. Aspire to be where I am now. Talk to my demons the way I write. Congratulate myself for the power I hold over me. The maturity I've developed. I write this for thee. The kid kept inside of me. The 8-year-old me. I hope one day I'll set her free.
Dear parents,
I have something to tell you. I'm protected by the state, so you can't hit me.
Dear parents, I wish you taught me how to ignore the haters,
How to do my taxes.
how to do my own hair.
How to navigate the train.
How to save money.
Dear parents,
I wish you trusted me with your credit card,
with your high heels,
With your car.
with your furniture.
with your love.
Dear parents, I wish you told me less of what you went through and more listen to what I was going through.
I wish you told me.
I'm not a failure.
I wish you told me to prepare myself for this world, not your world.
Dear parents, I wish you changed your circumstances instead of changing me.
Dear parents,
do as I say.
I'm not one of your
as I
little
do.
friends.
Do
I'm
as
not
I
one of
say,
your little
not as I
friends.
do.
I'm
Do
not
as I
one of your
say,
little
not as I
friends.
do.
I'm
Do
not
as I
one of your
say,
little
not as I
friends.
do.
Stay in a parent's place.
Dear parents, my genitalia doesn't make me your maid, your underdog, your doll to play with. Don't push me away.
I want you to be proud of me. my strength, my courage. Push me forward.
Don't let your anger consume, eat away at you. Forgive. Pull me in.
Pull me in.
Bring me hope.
Let it go.
Let your parental womb flourish. Listen to me.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
Uptown, I see you uptown.
Marissa, I need us to take a collective breath. Everyone here, inhale, exhale. Sheesh, they say, catch me outside, parents. What a beautiful piece about growing up, about familiar love and its complexity, about the importance of speaking your mind as a child. Marissa, I have no words right now.
I know that's right, Amalia. I was deeply moved by their creativity and authenticity. And thank you for Beacon Workshop Manhattan for sharing your craft and voices today. Shout out to your TAs, Khadijah and Alyssa, for killing it with this.
One thing was clear, they are here to be heard and they are protected by this stage. Amen. Listen, I also really want to take a moment out. This could not have happened without the support of Miss Nina Aristi, of Mr. Isaiah Alicia Rekier, Director of CSAW Dayton Community Center. Dayton, where you at? Thank you so much to our partners since day one. They have held us down, ride or die, man. I can't say enough about them. So, Marissa, really good. Our next performance is coming in hot. Can you tell me why?
I don't know.
Alright, it is, I'll give you a clue. It is my native borough, and it's the borough that you were a TA in back in the day. Ready? Queens! Yeah, I'm a Queens girl. The last time we saw this cohort was an Unplugged, and they had something to say. Do you remember that, Marissa? They had something to say about monies. They had something to say about higher education and our rate. And listen, I'm going to still say it. I said it in Unplugged. I'm going to say it again. Hashtag tax the rich.
You know me, Biden. I'm gonna need you to get those NYU student loans. Come get them.
What we need is another stimmy. But all jokes aside, I know that I left that performance knowing one thing for sure, Marissa. Do you know what that was?
Education is a right, not a privilege.
Amen. Yes. So you don't need to tell me twice, and therefore I'm so excited to see what Weekend Workshop Queens has to tell us today.
Put your hands together for the Weekend Workshop Queens cohort piece. If I don't fit in their standard, I will make my own standard.
America the brave and the beautiful, but what is beauty and what are standards? I used to wish I was white, suffering from other people's opinions and my own self-image. You look prettier with your hair straightened. You look prettier with bleached skin. Why is my existence a hatred and burden to others? I feel like I'll be prettier if I was white. That's what I used to think, the privilege that comes with whiteness. I am beauty. My skin complexion, my hair texture, everything about me is beauty. Beauty does not
Beauty does not mean change unless I want it to. We are women. My hair might be curly, that's still beautiful. Might be straight, that's still beautiful. I wear baggy clothes, it's still beautiful. I might wear a dress, it's still beautiful. My skin might be dark, it's still beautiful. My skin might be white, and that's still beautiful. I'm not afraid to say what's on my mind, to say what I think to make people realize how women get pressed to be what others like when everything is beauty no matter what. I'm a female, still human, and still beautiful.
I can break the chains of generational trauma. The world has normalized parents making their kids hate their own identities. The world has normalized women being catcalled and harassed in the street on a daily basis. The world is a survival show that has preferences. Parents being the cause of their kids' trauma. Marry a white person to fix a family. That's what they say. Society finding it funny when someone got killed because of who they love. Someone who don't judge them as they do. People blaming women when they got assaulted, saying she was asking for it because of the way she was dressing. They want to make you feel like it's your fault. They want to make you hate yourself, your own beauty, that beautiful dark skin, that amazing big nose, those spectacular small eyes. Don't let them. Be the best version of yourself. We're all strong, but by being different, we have to be more strong. Beauty costs, right? Well, then ours cost a lot.
I set the standards.
I set the standards. I'm beautiful.
To all women, we are women. Us women portrays life in ourselves. The future of us is in our hands. Life for women is compacted, working hard every day, doing the things that are cooperative, and keeping up with all the things we have to do every day. Have you ever thought about how tough it is to be a woman? Have you ever thought about how this world of male dominance made us feel like low lives and a burden to this crucial world? We're not burdens to our family and to this unfair world. We're not just some tools for giving birth and to be sexually humiliated. Us women can do anything that males can do. We can even outdo almost everything, only if this world full of unfairness would give us a chance to prove ourselves. Women should be considered different. Don't try to think that we're just some flesh. We can be way stronger and tougher than you'd ever assume. That is why think of me as a woman and think of me as an equal human.
Period.
Listen, they said, I am coming for you, racist. I am coming for you, colorism. I am coming for you, Eurocentric standard beauties. Amen, amen, amen. Yes! I just want to say, I really want to thank Mr. Marcos Bouillon from Directions for Our Youth, who supports our Queens program programmatically. Woo, Marcos! But also, I really want to thank these wonderful, wonderful human beings, Jerison, Rubaya, Nashley, y'all did that. Y'all should be so proud of yourselves.
I'm amazed how strong of a collective voice this group has demonstrated tonight, focusing on issues such as colorism and racism, affirming their own beauty as BIPOC. That message is beautiful and more important now than ever.
Hey, Marissa.
Yeah?
You're beautiful.
Aww. Amalia! You're beautiful.
Hey,
audience.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful. And take a moment. Turn to the person on your right and say, hey neighbor, you are beautiful. And the person on your left, hey neighbor, you are beautiful.
Alright, I see y'all feeling each other. Y'all like, yeah, I know. You ain't gotta tell me twice. I love it. Gracias. Thank you so much. Again, I just really want to thank our partners, our community partners who have supported GirlBeHeard weekend workshop programming across the 4 boroughs. Again, I mentioned Fitch, Sonia Sotomayor. Straight from the Boogie Down Bronx. I also want to thank Children Arts and Science Workshop, Dykeman Community Community Center. In Parkshire White Cow Community Center in the BK. And again, directions for our youth. In addition to these amazing partnerships, GirlBeHeard has also made it a point to stand hand in hand with our sister organizations who are doing very similar work across New York City. Because you know what? Together we are stronger. Together we are powerful. I want to go ahead and invite onto the stage two of our partner representatives to talk a little bit about their organization, but also to give us a little sneak peek of what's going on in the summer for them. You will have an opportunity to talk and ask more questions if you're interested in their programming during our post-show reception. Can I get on the stage Ms. Shay Salim, Senior Manager of Youth Leadership and Alumni Programs, Goals for Girls at the Intrepid Museum? Can I get Mr. Isaiah Alicia from the Assistant Director at DSAW Dyckman Community Center? Oh, we hopping? No. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. There you go. Take us off, Shay. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Shay Salim. I'm the Senior Manager of Youth Leadership Programs and the co-founder of a program called Goals for Girls. Greater opportunity to leadership and science. I'm from Queens, Park. What's up? Thank you so much. I just want to say this has been such a wonderful opportunity to learn about GirlBeHeard and these beautiful students who've been really uplifting us and giving us a breath, giving us insight into their world. And at the Intrepid Sea and Space Museum, we provide so many teen and youth opportunities, as well as families and communities to come learn about the history and to learn about the STEM behind the Intrepid Museum. But what I want to also share is that the Goals for Girls program is a three-pillared program. In the summer, we offer 8th and 9th grade girls from all over New York City with free 6-week STEM-based programs, learning about science, learning about marine science, learning about technology and engineering, and even having a sleepover aboard the Intrepid. We also provide free teen events throughout the school year. We're excited to, and I hope you look us up. We have a virtual youth summit on Saturday, June 11th. So please check us out. We have really great keynote speakers. And at the end of the virtual youth summit, we have a virtual dance party with DJ Lisi T. That's so cool. And then we also continue to offer programs for our Goals alum. Our alumni Goals alum to stand up, that's in the crowd, as well as their parents, because without parents, they would not be here. Thank you, Goals alum. Thank you, parents, for trusting me with your daughters, and thank you for always thinking outside the box, and for always taking a chance. So I encourage all of you, people in the crowd, as well as the families, your friends, think outside the box, challenge yourselves, do things that you would not have otherwise done, and support each other always. Thank you.
All right. So before we get started, I just want to do another round of applause for all the performances tonight. So my name is Isaiah Lisi. I'm the Assistant Director at the Dyckman Community Center. But before I talk about what we have and what to offer, I love a good call and response. So this is what we're going to do. So on 3, I'm going to say, Dyckman. Oh, I'm sorry. On the 3, I want y'all to say that. I'm sorry. All right. We need all the energy for Dyckman Uptown. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. All right. So we are the Dyckman Community Center. So we serve ranges from ages 5 to 24. We have our after-school programming, but specifically, we want to represent our older youth because our older youth are folks that don't really have the support. So we want to come together and support with different activities. So we have our girls group, we have cooking programs, we have drop-in spaces where they can just come in, play video games, relax, and enjoy themselves with our staff as well. So, we want to, if folks from the Dyckman Community Center, if you could just show your hands, raise your hands here. right, awesome. So you can find us at the Dyton Community Center, Children's Arts and Science Workshops. We also have multiple sites for Uptown and the Bronx. If you want some more information, find us at CSW on Instagram, CSW Dykeman, or CSW.org. Once again, it's CSW Dykeman, CSW.org as well. One more time, thank you for your time. I hope everyone had a great experience, and I'm going to pass the mic back to Amalia.
Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you, Isaiah. Can I get a round of applause for the Intrepid Museum and CSAW?
All right.
Thank Isaiah. What's that? I don't know if y'all know that Amalia's nickname is not AOC, but AOR. Get it right, AOR. So what's next, AOR? What's next? You know what? Every time I get to this borough, it gets a little dicey for me. Miss Candicia. So I'm gonna let you introduce it, Miss Marissa. Oh, I know who this is. Where are my people from Brooklyn? Brooklynites? Is that where? Where's Brooklyn? I am a proud Brooklynite now since 2017, y'all. This next cohort, I couldn't join us live, but they are coming from Wyckoff Community Center. Up next, put your hands together for Weekend Workshop Brooklyn with Say Their Names.
We have to make a decision. Black, white, brown, tall, skinny, short, it doesn't matter. One injustice, one place is an injustice in every place. And we have to come together.
Serious. Marissa.
Yeah, listen. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Other people say I have no rhythm, but it's between you and I. What a beautiful performance. What a strong, strong, powerful message. All through the expression of radical joy, also through movement. I really loved it. And what a beautiful way to honor all the many lives affected by police brutality. Black Lives Matter. It was our magical. It was full of emotion, so much talent. Thank you, Team Mercedes and Emily, for your work with the group, and Miss Tamika Brandon, Director at Wyckoff, for having us.
Also, hold up. Big shout out to our DOP, Miss Nella Montpierre, who was on the ground supporting our TAs Mercedes and Emily throughout this whole process, y'all. I remember when me and Nella first went to Brooklyn. Well, she walked there. I had to take the 2-hour train. But we were just so in love with the participants. They were so full of energy, and I am just so proud. Mei Ling, Amani, Justin, Ira, all of us are so proud of you. Give them one more clap.
I'm going to need you to include step dancing in our program meeting starting next week. Chi, you tell her you got her on that?
Yeah, Chi, write that down. We have stepping in our program meetings now. Well, friends, it seems we've started uptown. We made a little bit of a trip to Queens and then the PK. But guess where we're going next in our final stop? Where's the Bronx?
All right, Bronx Knights, come on.
Man, listen, when I first met this next cohort, I felt like we knew each other forever. Maybe only lies, because I, live in the Bronx, who knows. But they have worked so hard on this piece. They have flourished so much with their collective voice, and at the core of their performance is the goal of what Weekend Workshop stands for, and that is creating the new generation of artists, the new generation of change makers, and allowing them to take their place as leaders in their community. Put your hands together for our Weekend Workshop, The Bronx!
I have everything I need. I am everything I want to be. I have
Your silence will not protect you. Speak your truth. Use the power of your voice. Tell your story. Learn their names. Learn our names. My name is Sean. S-H-O-N. My name is Sean. It is not Sean. People tell me, your name is not a woman's name. But what do you know about my name? I like how it sounds. I love my name. My name is Abigail, but people still get it wrong. They'll be calling me Abigail, Abigail, Gail. And then my last name, Rosario, is questioned because it's too Hispanic. It's not a name that sounds rich and white. My name is Sean, and I am kind, smart, important, worthy, and deserving. My name is Abby. I'm an artist. I am blessed and filled with strength. Our voice matters. Our presence is powerful. Folks like us have been silenced for too long. So listen to us when we say your silence will not protect you. Let me tell you about how our community has been silenced. You probably are familiar with NYCHA, the New York Housing Authority, whose operating revenues were projected to exceed $3.7 billion in 2020, with a surplus of $91 million, and is supposed to provide decent and affordable housing and a safe and secure living environment for low and moderate income residents throughout the 5 boroughs. Yeah, right. Your silence will not protect you. In reality, the people in our community are living in buildings with leaking roofs, mold and pests, the interminable wait for basic repairs, the dangerous amount of lead swallowed by a 1-year-old baby. Old dirty money doesn't have to try twice as hard, twice as rough. It doesn't have to be twice as loud for me to tell you that when folks like us try to tell you this, old dirty money will try to shut me up. Your silence will not protect you. Whose stories get to be told? You gotta be twice as good to get half of what they have. Old rich dirty money. Clean money won't get you anywhere. Old rich dirty money will get the door open before you can even walk through the door. Going to college without having to overwork yourself. Access to health care. Housing security. Financial security. You gotta work twice as hard to get half of what they got. People who work hard and build for themselves don't get far. Sometimes even working 2 jobs just to survive.
You gotta work twice as hard to get half of what they got. Whose stories get to be told? The stories of those who have benefited from enslaved people's labor. These people have money and wealth that they don't deserve. Old, rich, dirty money.
Privilege.
Enslaved people's labor.
Generational wealth.
Power. Old, rich, dirty money. Money you're born into, the same that gives you access.
Money that is behind your name. Money that speaks louder than new money ever will.
I am deserving.
You are deserving.
We are deserving.
Our voice matters. Our presence is powerful. This is our story. This is what joy looks like in our community.
I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am light.
Without community, there is no liberation. Our existence is resistance.
And I got my support was down. We're getting a little teary right now. Our existence is resistance, friends. Wow. I just can't. I have so many words right now, so many feelings. This was a beautiful way to end our performances tonight. And although you're like, Amalia, it finished, we have one more thing for you. First of all, I just want to say, Abby, Sean, thank you for your artistry. Natalia, Roku, it's wonderful tears. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful work. Next up, you'll see a quick trailer for our main stage production happening June 21st and 22nd. And it will be in Brooklyn. Enjoy this commercial. In the works of all this is gold. In the works of so much really fun. Oh, hi! Running late for class. Again, like always. I'm a med student. I study all day and, well, at night. Oh, hey. I'm Selena. Welcome to the Marquise.
This is where I live with one of my roommates that I've known since elementary school. And I moved here because I wanted to become a big Broadway actor. And here's my script. Been learning for a while, and my life is literally filled with auditions every single day. But the marquee keeps me on my toes because there is something always happening here.
Hi, my name is Maya, and I am a social media influencer here at the Marks, where I shoot my lifestyle videos, vlogs, etc. with 1.1 million followers.
Hey, what's up? My name's Don Lachey Morgan, and I live in the 1204. Come out and see voices be heard.
Oh, hi, I'm Belinda, the art student. Probably not the best person to talk about it. I mean, I just moved here a couple months ago. The rent is cheap, it's close to my school, and at least now with my scholarship, my mom won't have to worry about tuition. You know, it's a great place to live, and if they ignore the creepy noises every once in a while.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. My name's Sarah, like the font. In the Marks, and I'd love to show you around, except I haven't really been around the building except for my room because I'm writing and rewriting and, well, not writing. And speaking of which, I should probably get back to writing because this is due in 7 days and I haven't started. I'll take a learn more.
What happened to the lights?
In the Marks of Palaces gold, in the Marks of Souls really untold, we're just on our own. Things that you reach our roles, in the Marks of Palaces grand, in the Marks of reality, us in palms up every day. New songs we're gonna find our way. If I believe I'm still
Give it up for our main stage production! So, with that being said, we'll see all y'all June 22nd, 21st and 22nd, right? Alright, so again, I am Dale Theater. See you there! In a moment, we're going to do some thank yous, but we're going to ask for you, up on our screen in a second, is going to be a QR code with our audience survey. So while we give some thank yous, we want to know how you, the audience, felt about our show tonight. So this is a live show. This is your time to take out that phone. It should come right up, but I would be absolutely remiss if I did not acknowledge the entire GirlBeHeard team because it took all of us. Woo! It is a team effort. Shout out to the executive director, Chief Catano, who always shows tremendous trust in each of us and supports the work that we do. A huge shout out to our operations team, Kristen and Mary Ann, who keep everything moving, keeping everything happening.
I have to also acknowledge our communications team, Shakira and Olivia, and our interns who are in the house. Woo! They always keep us looking good on the gram. I also want to acknowledge our development team, Karen and Alice. Alice, I know you here. Thank you for the monies. But also, thank you so much for helping us articulate the mission of GirlBeHeard. We're so thankful for all of you.
I have two very important thank yous, and that's to the people who made the technical pieces
Oh, I'm
of
sorry.
this show happen.
I want to thank someone else.
Oh, we have a lot of thank yous.
Yes, I want to thank our amazing new artistic AD, interim AD, Angelica Torres, for always supporting us.
Correcting the
And our new added member to the GBH family, Laura. Thank you.
And I want to give a shout out to Jenny, who's our stage manager for tonight. Give it up for Jenny. And Chianti up in the light booth making this all happen. Give it huge
Shout out to Mel and Melissa from Programs Outreach. Thank you so much, y'all, for always being down.
So we're gonna invite our young people up on stage to come take a bow in a minute. We're gonna turn some tunes on and we're gonna invite our young people, just like we did our bows before, to take a bows on our stage.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and take some bows.
Woo! Give it up for MS381!
MS381, come take a bow.
Can y'all hear me? Audience, can y'all hear me? All right, give yourselves a round of applause. It's Saturday in the city. Y'all could have been anywhere, but you decided to come here and support our young people tonight. We're so grateful to have you join us in celebration of today. As I mentioned earlier today, if I come the music turned down just a little bit. Today is absolutely a historic occasion, the first time we've been able to gather in almost 2 years, and we're so glad that you've chosen to be a part of that history, so thank you for being here. We had an opportunity to congratulate our young people earlier on, and we can never tire of doing that. So please stay with us afterwards for a refreshment. We have cupcakes and goodies and all those things outside, so you can congratulate each one of them one by one. But I want to take this time right now to acknowledge a very, very special group of people who have worked tirelessly over the course of this year. How many of you know how difficult and challenging it has been for schools and communities this year? Coming out of the pandemic, coming into storm after storm after storm after storm, the teaching artists at GirlBeHeard have been nonstop. They have been relentless. They have called. They have sacrificed. They have given their entire hearts for what you see here today. Teaching artistry is not easy work to do. Oftentimes, they either come at the end of a long day when students are already tired. Sometimes they're coming on a weekend where students are driving in. But our teaching artists have shown up. Tonight, they have shown out. And we really want an opportunity to hold the space for them to take center stage and take their bow. So GirlBeHeard teaching artists, if you're in the lineup, if you're over here, you are tokens of appreciation for you. We hope that you enjoy them. It's an opportunity for you all to take some time in self-care to recognize all that you've done for us through this year. So thank you very much. You can make sure that we pass those out right at the end, but the last thank you I have to do, the last two acknowledgements I have to make, if I can have your attention all around the room, please. Okay. So they made it look very easy. They made it look like they've done it 1,000 times. But what you don't know is that this is Amalia and Marissa's very first time hosting a staging revolution. You all can agree that they've done a marvelous job. Their responsibility over the course of the year is to support the teaching artists you see going to the schools and communities, and they've done so with grace. They are meticulous. They're fun. Did you see Amalia and Marissa today? They're fun. They're artists. They advocate for the teaching staff, and we're so grateful to have them as part of the GirlBeHeard community. Amalia and Marissa, I salute you. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the So come take your center stage and bow. And as you're doing the same, I want to acknowledge some very important GBH supporters in the house. We have Karen Fairbanks and Anna Figueroa as members of the GBH board. And I also want to thank any staff or any teaching staff or community staff that's here. You already see them every day in Blue View. But you're here on a Saturday to see them and support them. Thank you, Ms. Curlew. Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you all for being here.
Hi everybody, my name is Chi Kaitana. I'm the Executive Director for GirlBeHeard. Everyone, Nell's so busy thanking everyone, she hasn't thanked herself, so I'm going to say Nell, thank you. It is an honor and privilege of my life to work with this team. It's the most incredible team I've ever worked with. Thank you.
That's our show. That's the